go again. That was one of the neatest left hooks I've ever seen. Well, David is absolutely out
The
cold.
game you're about to see is the most stupid, appalling, disgusting and disgraceful exhibition of football possibly in the history of the game. Chile versus Italy. This is the first time the two countries have met. We hope it will be the last. The national motto of Chile reads, by reason or by force. Today, the Chileans were prepared to be reasonable. The Italians only used force. And the result was a disaster for the World Cup. Now, if the World Cup is going to survive in its present form, something's got to be done about teams that play like this.
June 2nd,
Indeed,
1962.
tonight,
Two teams
you at
stepped
home
onto the
may well
pitch at the
think
World Cup.
teams that
One
play
walked
in
away
this
with a
manner
win,
ought to
the
be
other with
expelled
broken bones.
immediately from
This wasn't a match. It was a war disguised as football. The 1962 World Cup was hosted by Chile, a nation still recovering from one of the worst earthquakes in recorded history. But despite tragedy, pride ran deep. The world was watching. In Group 2, Italy was set to face Chile. But in the days leading up to the match, something strange happened. Italian journalists published brutal insults, calling Santiago a dump and its women prostitutes. Chilean media struck back, calling Italians fascists. What began as words was about to turn violent. Referee Ken Aston had no idea he was about to officiate the dirtiest game in World Cup history. Just 12 seconds in, the first foul. 2 minutes later, a punch. In minute 4, Italy's Farini knocked down a Chilean striker. He was shown a red card, but refused to leave. Police had to drag him off the pitch. Then it got worse. Chile's Lionel Sanchez, the son of a former boxer, punched Italy's Humberto Maschio square in the face. Blood poured. The referee, he didn't even give a yellow. Minutes later, Sanchez kicked another Italian player in the stomach. Still, no red. When Italian Mario David retaliated with a karate-style kick to Sanchez's head, he was finally sent off. By now, Italy was down to 9 men, and FIFA had lost control. For the rest of the match, players took turns fouling, elbowing, and humiliating each other. The Chilean crowd cheered the violence. The referee let it all happen. Italy barely managed to stay on the pitch. Chile won 2-0, but the scoreline was meaningless. This wasn't a football match. It was a political statement, a televised brawl. And FIFA, they wanted it buried. The BBC called it the most disgusting football match ever played. FIFA responded by saying almost nothing. There were no suspensions, no major fines, no public apology. It was easier to forget, easier to pretend it never happened. But one man did remember, referee Ken Aston. After this match, he invented the red and yellow card system we use today. He realized football needed visual justice, a way to signal order in chaos. The Battle of Santiago was a breaking point, and from its blood came something new, the modern rules of the game. In Chile, the win was celebrated for decades. For Italy, it was a scar they carried home. And for the world, it was a reminder. Football reflects us, our pride, our anger, our need for control, and sometimes our darkest instincts. But this wasn't the only match where football went too far. In Argentina, a single game saw 36 red cards. That story next time on Red Card Productions.